Hey guys, it's me. I'm repping my Sarah Crone merch, and it's time to see what's going on in the garden. Had to run back in to get my shears, because I'm going to be doing a lot of harvesting today. Okay, first let's just look at the garden in all of its glory. It's so beautiful. I've let the weeds grow out, so we got the ground ivy here and different types of grasses, because I like the way that it looks. It's more organic, also, you know, laziness, but it still looks cool and natural. There are a couple issues that I could face with letting the weeds grow. First of all, there's water retention that could happen in the roots. It could crowd the roots that are growing. There's a higher chance of pests becoming an issue and disease and bacteria spreading. But all of that aside, it looks beautiful, and let's see what's growing. All right, right off the bat, we'll start with the raspberries. We actually have our second burst of raspberries coming in for this year. Look at those. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to eat these. So plump and delicious and full of color. They've grown very crazy this year. In previous years, I would take raspberries and just kind of sprinkle them around, and how plants do, they grew. So I think next year I might do a little bit more maintenance, but I'm not gonna lie, I love having a chaotic garden. I feel like it's very reflective of the gardener, being me. But yeah, I'm excited to see the next harvest coming in. Got a little bee friend doing the Lord's work. Oh. The tomatoes are looking gorgeous. I've just had non-stop harvest of these guys so far, and they're so good. I'm actually going to be giving some of these tomatoes to the guy who lives upstairs at Nomadic Ant. His name is Mile, and when I told him that I was growing tomatoes, his eyes instantly lit up. So some of those are going home with him. And last week I trimmed off a whole bunch of lower leaves that were dying to try and sway disease from coming into play. But otherwise, they're looking really good, and they'll keep growing until we get that cold weather. Remember all the trouble I had with the peppers in the beginning of this summer? If I could go back and tell her everything was going to be okay, I wouldn't believe you. But they're looking really good. I keep getting jalapeno harvest from these plants, which is awesome. The poblanos are kind of taking a little bit of a longer time to produce, but the pepperoncini has not failed me yet. And yeah, more bell peppers growing in. Isn't this so interesting? I love seeing them in their baby state. Yay! Okay, so this bed has gone kaput. I do have a few carrots left, but like not many. I could theoretically plant another crop, a cool crop that would grow until it starts snowing. But I think I might just wait till next year to do something with this bed. I've been super busy with music and work and trying to stay on top of things, so I might just like ease out of this one and hopefully come up with some better plans for how to keep the cycle going so that I don't have a completely empty bed next year. Don't be deceived by the yellowing leaves, because I still have melons growing. I have a watermelon here, which is kind of small, but it's still going, still getting that size. And then I got this one over here, which is definitely getting bigger, so that's a good sign. And I got another cantaloupe growing. I was kind of surprised because I thought that one big one was going to be the only real harvest that I got from this plant, but nah. Got another beauty right here, a little oddly shaped, but beautiful nonetheless. Also, for those of you wondering why there's so much death going on, it could be two things, maybe three. One, they need nutrients, so that could be calcium or nitrogen. It depends on the plant, and you have to do research on what you're growing. It could also be overwatering or inconsistent watering that is kind of creating some confusion with the plants. Or two, there could also be a disease going on. I think that these plants in particular needed some more nutrients. They're in a small bed, so definitely could have pumped them with a little bit more of something. But I just didn't have enough time to dedicate to researching and spending more money to try and help these guys grow. So all a learning process, and this year I did learn a lot. The strawberries look great. They're not producing fruit anymore, but the fact that they're still healthy and growing is such a great sign that next year I'll be able to fill out this whole entire half of the bed and hopefully get a larger harvest from them. We did do a lot of moving around with these plants, so I'm just letting them settle in their new area, and happy to see that they're still green. And all of these leaves with like the little yellow and they're all scrunched up and stuff, those are actually new leaves, so that's a great sign. My herbs, my dill is, done, and the cilantro is dead, but the garlic chives are beautiful, and I'm still getting a whole bunch of harvests from the oregano, so I can't really complain. Okay, so see, now this is where overgrown weeds could actually cause a problem because they're growing so high and close to the actual plants. This is where pests, bugs, diseases can spread easy to the plants. So I will definitely have to maintain this area a little bit more, but for this year, it's because it's so close to the end of the season, I'm not really too concerned. Things are going to start dying soon. Plus, it's just so fun to walk through. Like, hello, hi. All right, this is what powdery mildew. Oh, wait, there's a grasshopper. Oh my God, I'm just seeing so many bugs today. Hello. Oh, so cool. Where'd you go? Back to what I was saying, this is what powdery mildew looks like. This is a pathogen that has spread through the leaves and is probably, going to start attacking everything else. And honestly, this plant has given me diddly squash. No pun, get the pun, this year, because this is a zucchini plant, get it? Because like zucchini is like a squash. Anyways, so I'm going to pull it out of the ground and just toss it over the fence. Let's do it together, shall we? Now this plant has little spikes on it. So, ooh. Oh, wow. Look at that. Into nature you go. Now, there are a few ways that you could treat powdery mildew. I like to try the home remedies first before switching to like a fungicide or something. So I've done research and saw that you can use a vinegar solution, you can use milk, and you can also use baking soda to create like a watered down solution to spray on the leaves and try and fight off that powdery mildew. But that plant hadn't given me anything, so good riddance. So I'm looking at this zucchini plant. It's so beautiful. It's not going to produce anymore, and I just found some more powdery mildew. So I don't know if it'll spread to the Brussels sprouts, but just in case, I think I'm going to pull this one too. We had a good run. Gave me some really good zucchini zucchinis. But I think your time has come to leave the garden. All right, let's do it. Oh, this one's more pointy. Just gotta go for it. Oh, man. It's so sad having to just throw it out of here. But it'll be mowed up and decompose back into the earth. Bye. I do also compost. Oh my God, I forgot to grab the compost from the house. Oops, Dante, don't kill me. As I was saying, I do compost, and I'll probably break at least the zucchini plants down and throw them into the compost bin. But you also have to have a good mixture of green, nitrogen, and browns. So that would be like cardboard, paper towel, egg cartons, so eggshells. So I gotta make sure that I can balance it out because I got a lot of that zucchini plant. Who wants some cucumbers? Oh. So they have completely died, which is okay. I know that it's from overwatering. Cucumbers don't do well with overwatering or inconsistent watering. And then there's shade right above. So I don't think the cucumbers are going to do the best here. I might just get another vining plant that does well in shade and has good water absorption to put along this and hopefully get that green wall that I was looking for this year. In good news, my rose plant is producing more little sproutlings. So I wonder if I'm going to get more roses coming soon. But I definitely like the placement of this plant, and I think it would be really cute if I just made this like a flower corner. It would be good for the bees back there too. Look what I found growing on the wood chips. A natural decomposer. How appropriate for the video that I posted on Lucia Jane today. A mushroom. Yay. Alrighty, moving on. I got my Brussels sprout plants, and I wanted to see if I could do anything to help the Brussels sprouts grow in faster and fuller, and I read that you're supposed to trim off the bottom leaves to encourage more growth into the Brussels sprouts. So I did that for all of the plants, and actually if you look over there, you can see some nice fully sized Brussels sprouts coming in. So I'm going to harvest some of those today too. Broccoli! I did you dirty this year, girl. I'm so sorry. You still look beautiful. Don't worry. But I think I'm actually going to pull these plants because the sweet potatoes have actually taken over the whole bed and they're starting to grow up on the broccoli. And if you actually let the sweet potatoes grow along the ground, you'll get more nodules that create roots and more sweet potatoes to grow. So I think I'm going to pull those guys out and kind of give this bed to the sweet potatoes and leave a little space for my Brussels sprouts to grow. And finally, we have the grapes, which have just been so delicious and so fruitful this year. I mean, look at this. Wow. So pretty. So I have to come in here and take some of those guys in so that they don't start dying out. But yeah, this is awesome. So now we'll keep getting grapes every year, which is super cool because you can make jams out of them, eat them by themselves, little snack, make some juice. And yeah, I'm just really proud that 4 or 5 years ago we planted this, and here it is, creating a bountiful, abundant harvest. Alright, so that is it for today. I kind of just let myself ramble and have fun in the garden because I know that the cold season is right around the corner, so I'm trying to soak up as much time as I can in here. And I'm very excited for next year to see what I can grow and see what new challenges come with it. It's been really nice giving myself some space and time to be in the garden and connect with Earth and connect with you guys. It's been such a blast vlogging the whole experience. I will definitely do this again next year. But I'll show you guys what I harvest today. I'm gonna get to that. And again, just appreciate you guys showing me love and supporting me and enjoying the videos that I post. Much love, and hope you enjoy the rest of your day.